General Councillor from the Spiritual Division, make welcome Councillor Facey. Yeah. Hibernia. How you feeling, Hibernia? Boy, if anybody in Hibernia did have any doubt about the People's National Party taking control of the constituency, then you must put your doubt to rest tonight. Because Hibernia, you turn out, Northeast, you show to the People's National Party. Comrades, I know that you have been in bondage for over 35 years in Hibernia. You have been neglected and you have decided that you want a change. And you sent to us a councillor in the form of Councillor O'Neill Evans. And he's doing so well on the parish council. And Hibernia, I am begging you to send to us now our Member of Parliament, Comrade Valenton. And comrades, we only have one aim in Northeast Manchester, and is to allow Valenton Wint to become the next Member of Parliament for the People's National Party. We have only one desire, and is to allow Mark Jefferson Golding to become the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And comrades, I was just driving and I was just claiming the seat in the name of Jesus. I do nothing without prayer. And when I was coming, I was praying. And I said, we are claiming the seat here in the name of Jesus. And everybody can pray. We want to pray because of prayer and potato work. So we want to pray because we pray for O'Neill and we get O'Neill. We're going to pray for Baldwin and we're going to get Baldwin. And we pray for Mark because we get it up. Comrades, the word is up.
Remember me telling you, if you don't want something, you don't fix it. Because you know, still maybe don't have to watch it and you might be totally, I'll know in the job. So, we'll move to our next general on the platform now. All when they must send threat and attack about him couldn't win 2020. He is still standing in Northwest Manchester. My first walk as a young councillor, he was here to guide me, remember? My first walk, me never done councillor yet, but me did my first walk as a candidate, he was there. He said, teacher, I know you for a long time and you have potential. And no matter who they send come, you're going to beat them. And I won by 449 votes. I said that, comrades. I said that, comrades, to tell you that the man that they're running now against Bunting was a campaign manager for the man when he beat. So we don't know how that going to work out. So mathematically, we beat the two of them in a one go. And then one go run up in a big league. So me I tell them, say no. You see that brother over here, sir? The son call you up here. This general here, come up here, sir. This general here, sir. One pound. We never call you for dancing this morning. We never call you for dance. You wait first. Listen, it is the perfect time for Valenton Wint to be your member of parliament. Because I know that Mark Jefferson Bolden will be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. The speaker that is coming to you now is a man where they can't beat no matter who they send come. They are one man to recruit people for farm work. How that go? But him a job one. Him a job nothing. Mikael go pack him up and give him a political backsliding. I'm going to turn around. 3 terms already. Mikael will make it 4 terms after the next general election. One champion now. And in Manchester, he will be 4 after the next general election. Make some noise and welcome Mikael after Phillips. Comrades of Hibernia, let me hear you! Comrades of Northeast Manchester, let me hear you! Comrades of Northwest Manchester, let me hear you! Comrade Viva, Comrade Wint, Comrade Skeffrey, Comrade Fierce, Comrade Workers, Comrade Warriors, Comrade Foot Soldiers of the great People's National Party. When I say PNP, say power. PNP! PNP! Comrades, tonight a Valenton Wint night. But I can tell you, Northwest Manchester feel lonely. We feel lonely. I'm the one when the next general election call. No matter when Wallace want to call it, we want to make sure to bring up Valenton. I hear the Prime Minister on Sunday when they are put on a gospel concert. And he said publicly that the GLP don't start campaign yet. And the only reason why I'm saying so is because I'm afraid of PNP and Mark Golding and Clark. I hear Darrell Vance today. I beat up him mouth on radio.
I will say it as I said it in Christiana. I will say it again. Me brighter than Darren Vaz any day of the week. And PNP plan for transport is better than what them can ever come with in 10 years. And PNP not argue with people who have limited vocabulary. If the only word they know is bad mind, only because him can't read the dictionary, make him not know what bad mind means. Because when you're looking at the English dictionary, bad mind means Jamaica Labour Party. But comrades, take this election serious. This is one of the most important elections that we would have ever faced since 1962. If them can't use bad manism, them are going to try to use money. If them can't use money, them are going to use lie. Andrew Holness is more desperate than the devil was when he was a boy. And the People's National Party owes it to the people of Jamaica to ensure that Andrew Holness never see Jamaica House again. This is not a PNP election. It is a serious election. Even the naughties, they will come with the money. But people power always overcome money all the time. So I just want to say to you, comrades, I just want to say to you, today was a good day. It's a good look. In a rain and shine, the come when them come out. But the real work is still ahead of us. Because the only canvas we know that is a real canvas is a canvas on election day when we get the PNP them to come out and vote. So comrades, are you ready for Valenton? Are you ready for Mikael? Are you ready for the People's National Party? Comrades, the trumpet has sounded. My countrymen are. Let us wake our slumber and answer the people's call.
You just heard from the people's champion. When I say people use power, people. And comrades, me a beg on you, don't make them drown out. Me a beg on you. Some of them will run. They can't even say the word infrastructure. So we now go into the mud with them. Make them want to stay in the mud. All I want you to do is focus on getting victory for the People's National Party. The next speaker The next speaker is your next member of parliament. The next speaker is a man where you know where he live, you know where he come from, you know everything about this man. This man is he's no importee. Them a go around and a talk about leader man. But Wint is from you, the people. When I say Val, you say win. Val, 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 Val. The next member of parliament, Valenton, Wint. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be accepted in thy sight, O Jah, my strength and my redeemer. We pray and God deliver. We pray. Let me say thanks to our President and soon to be Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Gould, for taking the time to be with us today. Yes, man. What a tour. What a tour. Let me thank the other members of this party, to include our Member of Parliament and our National Campaign Manager and the security team, of course. Comrades, but today would not be successful without you. Give yourself a round of applause. Comrades, are you ready for Valenton? Are you ready for the eye? Are you ready for Mark Jefferson Golden?
Right now, we got piece of it, Valenton, Mikael, and you're so massive.
Yes, comrades. We are going to get rid of them. It has been a long walk, comrades. A very long walk. And we are tired of them. We're not only tired of walking, comrades, but we are tired of the labor around them. But as we lift up our eyes to the hills, and we beg God to have mercy upon us, He sent home 2 of our 3 councils. And we want to say thank you, O God. Thank you, O God. We are so thankful. We have 2 of the best councillors in the Manchester Parish Council. Yes, man. 2 of the best performing councillors in the Manchester Parish Council.
And we also want to acknowledge the former candidate for the Creggan division. We were greeted with warmth as we drove through Creggan today. Because the Creggan people, they are ready for it too. They're ready for it. Are you ready, Creggan? Are you ready? So my request to you, comrades of the Creggan division, you will have to do like the comrades in the Christian division and the comrades in the Wallace division when the elections are gone. Are you going to promise me that? Creggan division, I don't want to hear. You're going to promise me that? Yes, man. I trust and I believe in you, comrades. Our leader is tired. So I won't be talking to you a lot tonight about the plans that I have. I'll just be touching on it. But I want to be saying to you, that it's time that you rise up. All you fallen soldiers, rise up and take your stance. Yes, the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory. Comrades, we have an importee here with us. I don't often mention her name. But everything that we do, they try to copy with. We recognize that the transport center in Christiana was totally insufficient. At 33 years they have been there, and cars have to be parking outside. I mean taxi, you know, have to park outside and block up on the street. We visited the transport center, myself and my councillor, and we made a proposal that we sent to the parish council, and in no time at all, them run go there and want to claim the idea. But we don't mind. They heard of our meeting today, comrades, and you have 7 days in the week, and we choose us today for our motorcade. And then decide they will have motorcade today. But no matter what they do, comrades, they're not going to escape the backsliding. No matter what they do or say, the comrades are going to have their way. I see you really want it, you know. I see you really want it. Yes, man. And I'm going to say this to you, you know. At one stage, I myself was saying, boy, it's been a long road. And I hear them talking about tired. But I'm tired of them. They're only tired of them. And when I see what go on, I man come back on the scene. Because I am determined to make you, the hard-working comrades of Northeast Manchester, get your own member of parliament. And this time we're going to have a member of parliament who represent everybody. Yes, man, the officer goes to everybody. Then you can't go to them officer. But when back to school come, they now look for honor. So we want to show them how a constituency ought to be run. I have been here with you for a very long time, comrades. And I'm not saying because me they are long. I am saying to you because I have been here and I'm sure that you trust me. Will you trust me? I've been here, have I worked with you? And I know, comrades, you can't say that about them. You can't say that about them. Because on the show, who was there for 32 years, can't show one single achievement. Not a single one. Every time that I go on, they say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But the place remains the same. Coming on this motorcade today, comrade. Believe you me, we could not drive faster than 2 miles per hour. Pure patrol and pure crater and pure little rivers and streams we see going across the road. The place one good representation. And comrades, we not just talking because we don't believe in those promises. I believe in results, comrade. I believe in results. When I realized that they had a problem, we had a problem in Christiana because the town was badly congested. And they tried to put a bypass on the other side of the town. It wasn't working. And I tell you, comrades, I gave up nearly 2 acres of my property and said, put the bypass there for my people. And I'm going to drive back today. The congestion continued, comrades. The congestion continued. And cars were still blocking up the town. And I made available a place that we take 350 cars off of the road every single day. The animal market, comrades. The animal market there. They had some insufficient space because the abattoir was, rearranged. And comrades, when I look at it, I say, can I do it? And the good Lord say, yes, go ahead and do it. Today we have one of the best animal market in Jamaica, courtesy of your next member of parliament. And comrades, and the I is not the member of parliament here too. A whole heap of works have been doing out here. And the reason why I'm doing it, because you deserve the best. So comrades, I know you know who you have. You trust who you have. And you're going to be voting for who you have. So comrades, we have to take this election that is coming very, very, very serious. We cannot allow them to go around and pay some of us not to vote. One of my customers just came to me this week as I was in this farm, and a lady from a farm, who they call an importee, came to him in his farm and said to him, she'll go give him money, but he mustn't vote. And I make the name cluster members and vote. I don't call no name, but I'm sure your guess is as good as mine. It's not going to happen, comrades. We are not going to allow them to buy us out this time. We're not going to make them buy we out this time. For one day, one belly full and no belly full at all. So comrades, I trust you. And I know you trust me. And I know together we're going to make a happy family. So one love, comrades. One love. Together we're going to do the prayers that we're going to do victorious. One love, comrades.
While your next member of parliament was here speaking, it dawned on me that the man that was here was Minister of Finance two different times. No, me look on the finance part. Imagine a minister of finance in a Northeast for how many years? And the place looks up. How can the place be looking like this? So if in a 2020, people didn't go green, a full time now, the place go orange. Listen, them people don't deserve no more chance. And no matter who they send in the position, them not deserve no more chance. I believe that Northeast Manchester deserve good representation. And listen, Northeast, before the party leader touch the platform, just promise me, say we don't now make nobody come by on our throne. Promise me, say this time around, Northeast are going to be firm and strong.
Yeah, this is Bunch of God and the Viking of Soap, and new time has come.
Don't play it. And the boss said I'm going to work with that. Listen, there is no way them can come to campaign for performance because they never perform. They never perform. Listen, when they might perform, the yellow bus them. And the yellow bus them never use and perform. Anyway, Northeast Manchester. Northeast Manchester. I traveled all the way from Alligator upon Division to make sure that I bring to you the integrity boss. To make sure that you hear from the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. To make sure in all my life, I never see a fitter leader. I never see a friskier leader. I never see a man who can run up the hill like in 20. I remember when Marky G come to Alligator Pond and he walk the sun. And I said, you know, tell her that. He said, no, DJ, show me some more people. Because he was ready and rearing and preparing to be your Prime Minister. No matter what the bulldozer man wants to say. I just want somebody to send me a picture of the place where I meet up in Manchester. No matter what, the man where nobody can trust want to say. Because I know Mr. Walk with my paper which shows me certified. I want him before the election call to take out one paper to say he's certified by the Integrity Commission. How dare you talk about my boss, the integrity boss, the man with a clean hand and a clean heart, our boss. Northeast, are you ready for the next Prime Minister of Jamaica?
Oh my, oh my. Oh my. Comrade Chairman and Council for the Alligator on Division, DJ. Yeah man, you're nice up the stage and every time nowadays, boy, may I tell you. Enough respect to you. Comrade Mikael Phillips, Member of Parliament for Northwest Manchester, my brethren. So happy to see you here this evening. I know it's right on your doorstep, right? So, but still, but glad you could have made it, man. Comrade Facey, big up. Comrade Councillors for Wallaston and Christiana Division. Comrade Knight and Comrade Evans. I want to tell you, you set the trend last year, February, when we win the 2 out of the 3. And we saw them say, Northeast and a labor place. Northeast can become PNP again. And I've been happy to hear and see for myself the progress that is being made with the efforts that they are making in their divisions. And I urge them to keep up the work, good work, so that when we form government, we can intensify the work further. I want to say, Comrade Wint, I am well pleased and impressed by what you've turned out today. Yes, sir. You know, I mean, when I see the size of the motorcade, I mean, stretching back and farther and further. And so what is going in the Northeast Manchester? And I can tell you, Valenton is a man I've known a long time. There was a time when, after the executive party met on a Monday night, we used to go to a bar and we used to call it University. Enough away, Scaffrey did it too. And Valenton was a regular there, so me and him go way back. And he's a man, him no give up. He keeps coming. And he's a self-made man. He's a businessman who has proved himself capable of lifting himself up to a level now where he will deliver good representation to you. You will get value out of value. You hear me? You will get real value out of valuing. And let me tell you, the person who they brought in, the importee with them parachuting the other day, I know her a long time too. From long before even he was in politics, I know her. All I can tell you is, she cannot represent you in Northeast Manchester the way you need to be represented. I can tell you that. Her skills are in other areas of life. But the skills to represent the people on the ground in this constituency, Wint is the man. Wint is the man. Comrades and friends, I want to thank each and everyone who came on this tour and those who have joined us here in the great Hibernia tonight. Rainfall like wow. Right, couple hours well of rain. And all rain a fall is like the more it fall, the longer the motorcade get. I couldn't believe my eyes, man. And I said to myself, see you now, it's a new day for the PNP in Jamaica, man. Because here in North East Manchester, what them say, Labour have little lack on it, nothing go so. You are going to make history in this place. From Calvin Lynn to Valenton Wint. That is the button, and that is going to pass. And I say to everybody, whatever them come with, when they don't want to run some little money, they try and use it to stay home or vote for them or whatever they want to do. And when them try with the badness, that's not going to tear our people this time. None of that. we are determined to see change. Jamaica needs change, you know. Jamaica can't go forward with this government. They have hit a rut and they can't come out the rut. I'm going to talk about that a little more in a while. But I'm just saying to each and every one, just take this thing serious. The right to vote is our forefathers. Our forefathers fought hard for that right. There was a time when we never have any rights. And we fight and we get the rights. And an important right is the right to tell our government, good, we don't want you anymore. Because you're not serving the people. You're not serving Jamaica. You're serving yourselves. So we can't sell that right. You have to respect that right. And uphold that right. And exercise our franchise, our right to vote with dignity and pride as Jamaican people. Comrades, I must tell you, it's quite clear that the Jamaica Labour Party is in a desperate position. And it kind of affects them head now. It's very hard to take what they say seriously at the moment. I don't think Jamaicans, other than die-hard labourites, can take what they're saying seriously. For example, a Minister of Transport has public buses, publicly owned buses, going around Jamaica in a campaign, full of people in green, ringing bell, and then he's saying, we mustn't let the bus system, the rural bus thing, be politicized. Who is he trying to fool? He sounds very, very confused. Then we have Desmond McKenzie talking about the government resources are not being used to promote the government in this election campaign. Every night we see the advertisements being run by public bodies on TV, promoting speeches made by JLP ministers, bigging up themselves and their government. So how can you try to tell the Jamaican people that public resources are not being used to promote the government politically, the Jamaica Labour Party government? Jamaican people are not stupid. They can't be fooled by such platitudes and such inane remarks. Not like that. And then I read today in the paper, the Prime Minister at a private sector function where he was asked to be the guest speaker, talking about they are going to remove the obstacles to growth. They have been, for nearly 10 years now, he has been the minister of the Ministry of Economic Growth. It has been a colossal failure because we have not generated any appreciable economic growth under his management. How can you now be talking about you are going to be removing obstacles to growth when you have such a dismal track record in managing the country's growth? Nobody believes him. He has no credibility whatsoever to be talking about removing obstacles to growth. He cannot do it. He doesn't have the vision for it. He doesn't have the technical skills for it. He doesn't have the organizational structure of government to make it happen. Time come for change. Time come for change. He also talked about the importance of energy. We're talking about how under his government they're going to introduce renewables and revolutionize the energy system in the country. For 10 years, nearly 10 years they've been in government. All the renewable projects that came on stream for the first 8 years were projects that the PNP initiated and brought to Jamaica. We put the electricity law in place, the framework to enable those investments to be made. And we have a shadow Minister of Energy, Phillips, who has a track record of achieving significant change and progressive policies in every ministry that he has been in. The Prime Minister, after nearly 10 years, can't be telling us anything about energy. Because the light bill, when you have to pay it, the price per kilowatt hour under this government's watch is nearly 40 cents plus. And we left it at 23 cents plus. So he can't tell anybody in Jamaica that they have solutions to energy. They have been a colossal failure in the area of energy. And in fact, it's the same minister who is telling us about not politicizing the bus system is responsible for the energy system. So
All I can say is we'll stay with them. We can't dark. We can't dark with them, man. Comrades, our government, when the people of Jamaica decide to put the People's National Party under my leadership into government, our government is going to establish a government of integrity, a government where the resources that are there for the people are used for the people and for no one else. We are going to strengthen the anti-corruption framework of the country. We are going to modify the gag clause. I've committed to that, which civil society has been asking for. The balance is not right as it stands now. We will fix that. We are going to extend transparency in governance by requiring all members of the executive, not just the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, as is now the case, all members of the executive in government to have their declarations published in summary form, as now happens for me. Should be happening for the Prime Minister, but because his thing already and his thing kind of mix up, they can't publish his and him in a trouble with them. You can't cross it. But more importantly, what we will be doing for the people of rural Jamaica, for example, Northeast and Northwest, Manchester, we will be focused. Our emphasis in infrastructure is water delivery for the people, because we recognize so many Jamaican people in the land of wood and water don't have access to water at home. And it is a terrible situation. It should never have been allowed to reach where it is. And we intend to focus on making that better. Water is here in Jamaica. There's ample water resources in Jamaica. But we're not using our heads to distribute it properly and using the renewable sources of energy to drive the pumps to make it more affordable to do it. The next PNP government is going to be focusing on water solutions for the people, including here in Northeast Manchester and over in Northwest. And when it comes to roads, we have gone through a process of several decades of investment in roads. It really started under Comrade PJ Patterson. He had the vision of developing highways. Highway 2000 was his project. The North Coast Highway and so on. Those were very important investments, and they've made Jamaica more connected, and they provided a platform for which the economy can grow from. But in recent times, this government eliminated the Road Maintenance Fund. The Road Maintenance Fund was a fund dedicated to the maintenance of roads in the country. It was funded out of the traffic tickets, I believe, and the licensing fees, some of the vehicle licensing. A good portion of it when they eliminated that. And they have pursued big projects, very poorly managed, such as the Southern Coastal Project between Kingston and Morant Bay going around to Port Antonio, which if you drive on that, comrades, you will see it is a very poorly managed project. Right now there's numerous places, although them cut ribbon for that long time, you know. If you drive on it, numerous spaces where it has to be dug up and relaid, all kind of problems. And then from Morant Bay going round to Port Antonio now, that don't reach nowhere really yet. So they have been very poor at executing these projects, but they love them. You know why they love them? Because there are all sorts of opportunities that come with that. We are going to be focusing on interior roads, the roads that the people of Jamaica drive on every day to get home. Community roads, roads in schemes, farm roads, and the roads that take us from those highways in to the communities all over the country. And we are going to be building out a proper maintenance program. It is not going to be solved overnight. It's going to take years to fix. But we will be doing it in the right way. And we'll be ensuring value for money in the process, which is critical. Because right now, everybody knows that a good deal of value is lost in what we spend on road maintenance because of the way in which it is managed. And we have to cut out those things. And I know Wint will add value in that area too, because Wint is a man who knows about construction, and Wint can't pull no wool over Wint's eyes when it comes to getting value out of construction projects. And comrades, when it comes to the farmers, we want to introduce a new deal for the farmers of Jamaica, including here in Northeast. We know that we are living in the era of what they call climate change. What that mean? Why them say the greenhouse gases, all of the pollution, all the carbon dioxide that is being emitted is causing weather patterns to change. So you're going to have more adverse weather, more hurricane, big storm, etc. We need to ensure that we in Jamaica can feed ourselves as much as we possibly can. And the farmers of Jamaica need support to make that happen. Right now, under this government, the amount of food that is being imported to Jamaica has more or less doubled under this government. Imported food. And the farmers are getting a raw deal in Jamaica. The cost of fertilizer is so high. Farm roads are not being looked after. There's no proper storage arrangements. The supply of financing through the PC banks is not accessible to many of our farmers. It is a hopeless situation. But there is so much potential in agriculture in Jamaica. The potential for young men, youths, young ladies to make money out of agriculture with the right technology and the right approach. We are going to make land available to farmers. We're going to establish an agricultural development fund using some of the taxes that are paid on those imported foods to put that money back in the hands of our farmers, our Jamaican producers of food, so that they can produce, so they can get help with land preparation, so they can get help with storage, so they can get help with the other inputs they need, marketing support, put RAD on the right basis to really deliver value to the farmers. Because Jamaica has great potential in agriculture. The rural economy is dependent on a very strong agricultural base. We can feed ourselves, we can feed the tourists, and we can export as well. So we have the best yam, we have the best ginger, we have the best cocoa, we have the best Sea Island cotton, we have the best scallion, we have the best ganja too. And we know some things are man, and me do criminalize the ganja in Jamaica. So man, yeah man, I decriminalize personal use of ganja in Jamaica. I'm a marketing, bring that legislation when I was Minister of Justice. So police can't haul and pull no you over like a draw weed or a split or even a chalice. Yeah man. And we want to build that industry too. That's why we designed the thing, but this government couldn't cross it, them don't understand it and they make it not operating right. And the small farmers of the country are excluded from the industry. And we have to fix that because it was really designed for you. It wasn't designed for the bigger heads. We're glad for the bigger heads if they want to invest still, but it must be designed so that our people can have access. The PNP is about access for our people to a better life. Access in farming, access to beaches, access to education, access to decent health care, access to proper water, access to proper well-maintained roads, and access to a government that is not corrupt, and a government that is there to deliver and serve you. And that's we stand for. Now people, there have been some issues recently with how the election is being run. And there's been some incidents where people have been taking down billboards and other decorations, political decorations that have been put up. And I've had to say, and I'm going to say it here again tonight, I don't know if I really need to say it here in Northeast because I must tell you, I went on the motorcade, I was in 1 and 2 labor ride, yes, because they were having their thing today as well. And, you know, it looked to me like we live good with one another here. You know, we're not really in an arms house in a Northeast Manchester when it comes to politics. And I love that. But you set the standard here. But it's not everywhere else follow this standard that you have to say. And I tell you, please, maintain it. We don't want any aggravation. We don't want no botheration. We want to live good, whether them a laborite or whatever them want to be. We live with them in the same community. Some of them are family, rate. We want everybody live good because we know it's a PNP going to win the election because the people want change. So I'm really talking to all of Jamaica now when I say this, you know. We don't want them to draw us out. We don't want no retaliation for anything to do with signage and fabric and them things. No. You know, if they are desperate and they feel that they need to do that, you know, let Jamaica see how them behave. Right? We have blood and fire, comrades. And I represent South St. Andrew. Right? Jungle, Rima, and those places. Nobody, there are no more blood and fire comrades than the comrades of South St. Andrew. I can tell you that. But I'm saying to you, we are not in the business of any kind of retaliation. We want this to be a peaceful election. Because we know that when we form government, we don't want to form a government which is coming out of an election where there has been a lot of unnecessary negative behavior. No, we want a clean election. We want an election we run right. We want the people of Jamaica to have freedom to exercise their democratic choice, because we are confident in the platform and policies and programs we are putting forward that they're in the best interest of Jamaica. We are confident that the government that we will provide the people is government with integrity, led by somebody who can be relied on, not to come and scrape off resources, but to ensure that the people get what they should get. That is what I and Marky G guarantee to you tonight. So anyway, my people, it's been a long day. We wet up, we dry up, we feel nice still. I feel the love of the people of Northeast and the people of Northwest over there. So I feel like we're not ready for the change in this place. This is the greatest potential we will have to pass the baton from Calvin Lynn. And I tell you, pass the baton to Valenton, because Valenton will deliver real value for the people of Northeast Manchester. Comrades, God bless you all. The word is love. Power to the people. Power to the people. One more, comrades.
Power to the people. When I say PNP, you say power. PNP. 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 Stand up. Jamaica arise.
Jamaica arise. Let me step out. Party leader.
You can have it while we're singing a cappella. Are you ready? Are you ready? The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all. Awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal and faithful, true to thee. Good night, comrades. Safe travel home.
Safe travel home, everybody. Decency. Decency will prevail. One Marky G. One Marky G. Love. Respect. Every time.